Hi, welcome to our channel True Up. A little chip has emerged as a major player on the international stage, both today and in the future. Many nations and businesses across the world are working hard to influence innovative manufacturing processes in order to capture the future and optimize their own growth advantages. The two semiconductor powerhouses, the United States and Japan, have also begun to combine forces to build a semiconductor alliance to jointly march into 2 nanometers. Unfortunately, TSMC has no role in this advanced process semiconductor alliance. TSMC, on the other hand, is well aware of this. Following that, TSMC announced plans to build in a facility in Singapore. Will TSMC's move lessen the significance of the US-Japan Advanced Process Semiconductor Alliance? Is it still possible for TSMC to collaborate with the US-Japan Advanced Process Semiconductor Alliance now that it has new plans? The United States and Japan collaborate on the development of 2 nanometers, and TSMC has taken similar steps. Yang Ruilin, the International Research Director of Obstetrics at the Taiwan Industrial Research Institute, told the Taiwanese newspaper Economic Daily on May 4, 2022, that TSMC is anticipated to join the US-Japan Semiconductor Alliance. Unfortunately, the ideal is lovely, but the reality is terrible. According to the Nikkei Chinese website, Japanese Minister of Economy, Trade, and Industry Koichi Hajiita will visit the United States on May 2, 2022, and will meet with U.S. Commerce Secretary Raimondo. Said that the U.S. and Japan should collaborate more closely to build a full chip industrial chain in order to reduce China's reliance on Taiwanese producers. I believe everyone is aware of which manufacturers are involved. In addition, they are developing a framework to prevent technological breaches with China in mind. Whether it is strengthening US-Japan collaboration on cutting-edge chips, attempting to construct a chip for to encircle China, or now highlighting dangers from peripheries in its statement, the US is attempting to win over Japan and South Korea as friends. After all, the United States lacks TSMC. TSMC had been invited to establish a factory in the United States at the time, but Morris Chang's lecture at the Brookings Institution, a think tank, shattered the presumption of external plant building. He stated unequivocally that there are not enough new product manufacturing talents in the United States at the moment, and that the creation of factories is entirely dictated by the situation. Furthermore, he was critical of the United States' plan to produce chips in China. He does not believe that the United States' increased chip output is in vain. Yes, and it was a waste of money. In response to the United States' conduct, TSMC will also take some steps. According to a May 23, 2022 story in the U.S. Wall Street Journal, TSMC has begun discussions with the Singapore Economic Development Board and is preparing to seek incentives to invest and establish plants in Singapore. In this debate, both sides are focused on investing billions of dollars to establish a 7 nanometer or 28 nanometer facility. To put it frankly, TSMC intends to invest in and construct a facility in Singapore in order to increase manufacturing capacity. To disclose such an action in such a short amount of time, one cannot help but think that this is TSMC's strategy. Didn't the US and Japan restrict TSMC from advanced manufacturing processes? Then, TSMC will establish its own manufacturing capability, forcing the United States and Japan to finally find their own OEM. It must be said that if TSMC truly believes this, then TSMC is the correct strategy. Can TSMC's action offset the impact of the US-Japan Semiconductor Advanced Process Alliance? Can TSMC's move mitigate the impact of advanced manufacturing process development in the United States and Japan? On May 22, 2022, US President Biden concluded his 3-day visit to South Korea and flew to Japan. However, Biden left, and public sentiment in South Korea was strong. According to a report in South Korea's Asia Daily, on May 20, South Korean and U.S. leaders jointly examined the Samsung Electronics semiconductor facility in Pyeongtaek, South Korea. As a result, popular opinion in South Korea speculates that Biden's visit may be to promote the Korea-U.S. Semiconductor Alliance. In other words, the U.S. may wish to get South Korea to join the US-Japan Advanced Process Semiconductor Alliance. The accession of South Korea might significantly strengthen the US-Japan Semiconductor Alliance in the future. It may be tough for TSMC's attempt to reduce the impact of the US-Japan Semiconductor Advanced Process Alliance. Furthermore, TSMC's action may be to increase production capacity, with the goal of making the United States and Japan in the process of developing sophisticated chip manufacturing processes inseparable from TSMC. Is this true? In reality, it is not. After all, the US and Japan have both begun the sophisticated chip production process. If they want to create and ship, they must use TSMC's production capability rather than seek it elsewhere. Along with Intel, the Samsung Foundry Forum said in 2021 that it will reach mass manufacturing of the 2nm chip technology in 2025. As a result, TSMC is not the only option for the United States and Japan looking to create advanced process chips. As a result, TSMC's production capacity does not appear to be critical. As a result, TSMC may find it difficult to exploit production capacity as a competitive advantage. In any event, the United States and Japan work together to develop advanced process chips with dimensions of 2 nanometers or less. If TSMC enters as a worldwide chip foundry leader, it will undoubtedly assist global semiconductor development. Is it feasible that the United States and Japan may alter their thoughts in the future? Will TSMC have the opportunity to work with the US-Japan 2 nanometers initiative in the future? In reality, the Semiconductor Alliance of the United States and Japan is highly likely to join TSMC in the future. First, in the research and development of innovative chip processes, TSMC's strength is claimed to be growing increasingly distinct from that of other businesses. According to a May 10, 2022 story in Taiwanese media Electronic Times, TSMC is planning to put its 3nm R&D team straight into 1.4nm research and development in June. Second, in terms of capital investment, it was revealed on TSMC's official website on May 20, 2022 that the company's board of directors had authorized an allocation of $16.757 billion this month for the development of advanced manufacturing processes, advanced mature processes, and more. It is not difficult to discern from these two acts of TSMC that TSMC's strength should become stronger and stronger under such R&D investment in advanced and mature processes. The Semiconductor Alliance forged by the United States and Japan may not always find it. Finally, in my judgment, the United States and Japan have formed a Semiconductor Alliance, with the goal of entering the 2 nanometers and below advanced process chip market. However, TSMC is excluded from this collaboration, which is really unfortunate. Today, it may be difficult for TSMC's investment and building plans to mitigate the impact of the United States and Japan. However, I anticipate that the United States and Japan will collaborate with TSMC in the future. In any event, competition for advanced process chips may get more heated in the future. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching our video. We would appreciate it if you subscribed our channel and gave us a thumb. See you.